Hey, did you know that 90% of girls will block you after just one word, hi? Sounds hard to believe, right? But this is the truth, proven by a survey of 5,000 women aged 18 to 35. Today, I'll break down 5 deep psychological reasons why hi has become the death spell of online dating. More importantly, I'll share 3 powerful openers that not only make girls reply, but also get them to actively keep the conversation going. Trust me, after this video, you'll understand why I once received a message saying, "You're the first guy I didn't want to block after 5 minutes of chatting." Reason number 1. Saying hi shows a copy-paste mindset. Did you know the average girl receives 47 messages from different guys every day? And guess what? 85% of those start with hi. Imagine you're a beautiful girl. You wake up in the morning, check your phone, and see, "Hi," from Kevin. "Hi, how are you?" from Liam. "Hi, have you eaten yet?" from Peter. "Hi," from 44 other messages. How does it feel? Like opening spam email, right? A girl's brain will instantly put you into the generic guys category. Nothing special, no reason to stand out. So how does a girl's brain actually process a text? The next reason will shock you. Reason number 2. The female brain and the 3-second rule. Psychological research shows the female brain takes just 3 seconds to decide whether to reply to a message or not. And hi fails in the very first second. Why? Because women's brains operate on a principle called value detection. They are always searching for value in the very first line of a message. In the first second, she's thinking, "Does this guy seem interesting?" In the second, she wonders, "Is he worth my time?" And by the third second, she's already deciding, should I reply or just block him? The problem is that hi delivers nothing of value. It gives no new information, no positive emotion, no curiosity, and no personality. Now compare that with something like, "Are you the type who likes pineapple on pizza? Because if you are, we can't be friends." This kind of opener instantly creates curiosity. Why can't we be friends? It sparks a playful emotion. It shows personality with a clear point of view. And it gives her an easy opportunity to reply, whether to defend pineapple pizza or agree with you. But here's the thing, this still isn't the worst reason. The next one will make you completely rethink how women see your messages. Reason number 3, hi, triggers the red flag detector. Here's something that 99% of men don't realize. Women have a natural alert system, often called the red flag detector, and the word hi triggers it instantly. When a girl receives a message that simply says, "Hi," her brain automatically starts making negative associations. She may think, "This guy is probably mass texting other girls," or "He put in no effort, so he clearly doesn't care about me." She might also assume, "He could be a player who isn't serious," or even, "This guy lacks creativity and social skills." The scary part is that research shows 78% of women admit they immediately think negatively about men who start with, "Hi." They may not block you straight away, but in their minds, you've already been moved to the low priority list. Hey, if this video is helping you understand women's psychology, give me a like, and subscribe so you don't miss other dating hacks. Now let me reveal the reason why you can never recover after saying hi. Reason number 4, first impression bias. Psychology has a concept called first impression bias, which means your very first impression determines about 80% of your relationship success. And that's exactly why starting with hi is a disaster. Research from Harvard Business School shows that people form a first impression in just 7 seconds, and 93% of that impression is based on communication style, while only 7% comes from the actual content. Even worse, once you've made a bad impression, it takes 8 positive interactions to repair it. So what kind of impression does hi really create? It tells her, "This guy is boring. He has nothing to say. He's just like 1,000 other guys. He didn't put any effort into me." And here's the problem. Even if your second or third text is clever and engaging, she will still see you through the filter of that weak first impression. But the final reason is the one that will make you want to delete hi from your vocabulary forever. Reason number 5, no emotional investment. Here's the biggest secret the dating industry doesn't want you to know. Women don't make decisions based on logic. They make decisions based on emotion. And the truth is, a simple hi creates zero emotional investment. It sparks no excitement, no curiosity, no fun, and leaves no impression. Now compare that to what I call the emotion ladder. At the very bottom, level 1, you have high, which is boring and leads to a 90% block rate. Level 2 is neutral, like how are you, which still gets ignored about 70% of the time. Level 3 moves into curiosity with something like, can you explain why, which has around a 40% response rate. At level 4, you create intrigue with a line such as, I bet you're the type who, and that gets about 70% response rate. Finally, at the top, level 5 is excitement. You say something like, you just did something 99% of people wouldn't dare, which has an impressive 85% response rate. The key is this: women want to feel like something special is happening from the very first message. They want the feeling of starting an adventure, not a boring small talk. Now that you understand why women block you, let's look at 3 opener formulas that have an 85% success rate or higher. Formula number 1, the assumption opener. It works by asking a playful question that assumes something fun about her. The template is simple. Are you the type of person who, interesting trait? For example, you could say, are you the type who drinks coffee at 11 p.m. and then wonders why you can't sleep? Or, are you team red spoilers before watching a movie? This opener works because it creates an instant connection, gives her the chance to either defend herself or agree with you, shows your personality, and keeps the tone light and playful. Formula number 2, the observation plus question. This formula is about showing that you've actually paid attention to her profile and using that to spark a conversation. The template is, I noticed something from her profile and wondered, funny question. For example, you might say, I saw your photo in Gelat and wondered, are you the type to take 500 flower photos just to choose one? Or, your profile is full of food pics. Are you a secret chef? This approach makes her feel seen and opens the door for a natural, engaging reply. Formula number 3, the controversial statement. This method is designed to stir curiosity and get her opinion right away. The template goes, I have a theory. What do you think? For instance, you could say, I have a crazy theory. People who eat pizza in the morning are usually the most interesting ones. Do you agree? This kind of opener is bold, fun, and instantly makes her want to react. The important thing to remember is that all 3 formulas are built to create emotional engagement and offer easy opportunities to respond, the 2 key factors that make women far more likely to reply. So, we've explored the 5 psychological reasons why hi has become the death spell in online dating. From the copy-paste mindset to triggering the red flag detector, now you understand why 90% of women block after just 2 words. Remember these 3 rules. First impressions decide everything, so you need to invest in your opener. Remember that emotion always beats logic. Your goal is to create feelings, not just words. And most importantly, focus on being different, not better. Stand out instead of trying to be perfect. Now I want to hear from you. Which formula do you like best? The assumption opener or the controversial statement? And what video do you want next? How to reply when she leaves you on scene, or 5 signs she's testing you. Don't forget to like if this was helpful, subscribe for more dating tips, and hit the bell so you don't miss out. Next video will blow your mind. The psychology secret, texting at 9 p.m. increases your date rate by 340%. I'll reveal the golden time to text and 3 openers that make girls reply even when they're busy.